Two young siblings vanish into thin air, and an entire province has been left searching for answers. On May 2nd, 2025, 6-year-old Lily Sullivan and her 4-year-old brother Jack disappeared from their quiet rural home in Nova Scotia without a single trace. No signs of a struggle, no forced entry, no witnesses. Just a chilling silence that has haunted their small community ever since. Before we dive deeper into this unfolding mystery, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to stay updated on this case and other breaking crime stories from around the world. The disappearance of the Sullivan children quickly turned into one of the largest and most intense search efforts in Nova Scotia's history. Within hours of the initial report, law enforcement launched a massive coordinated search, mobilizing drones, helicopters, K-9 units, and over 150 trained ground personnel. The operation covered miles of rugged forested terrain, marshlands, and backroads surrounding the Sullivan family's property. Local volunteers joined the effort, combing through dense woods and creek beds in hopes of finding even the smallest clue, a footprint, a piece of clothing, anything that could lead them closer to Lily and Jack. Despite days of relentless searching, the results were devastatingly empty. Not a single piece of physical evidence surfaced. No tracks, no items belonging to the children, and no confirmed sightings in the area. The initial hope that they might have simply wandered off faded quickly as experts noted that even young children leave some sign of movement. The total lack of evidence began to suggest something far more troubling. By May 7th, just 5 days after the disappearance, police shifted their strategy. With the physical search yielding nothing, investigators began focusing on digital and forensic methods. This new phase of the investigation aimed to piece together the children's final known movements and explore potential human involvement. Law enforcement teams reviewed nearby surveillance cameras, analyzed phone and device data, and sifted through hundreds of tips submitted by the public. One key piece of information emerged from this phase, a verified dollar store video, timestamped the afternoon before the children vanished. It showed Lily and Jack with their mother, confirming the family's last public sighting before tragedy struck. That brief video became a critical anchor point in the timeline, helping investigators cross-check statements and analyze what might have happened afterward. Detectives also examined vehicle movement in the area, searching for any unusual activity around the Sullivan property. Yet again, results remained frustratingly inconclusive. Over 180 public tips flooded in as news of the disappearance spread across Canada and beyond. People claimed to have seen the children in different towns, on highways, even in neighboring provinces, but few of these reports could be substantiated. Most were well-intentioned observations or false alarms, and none provided the breakthrough authorities were desperately hoping for. Some early theories pointed toward possible abduction, while others suggested a tragic accident or even an intentional disappearance orchestrated by someone close to the family. However, police remained careful not to label the case prematurely. Investigators emphasized the importance of accuracy, repeatedly warning the public against sharing unverified information online, a challenge in an age where speculation spreads faster than facts. As detectives dug deeper, inconsistencies began to appear in the family's statements about the timeline of events. What time exactly did the children go missing? Who was the last to see them? Small discrepancies in those details slowed down progress and forced investigators to cross-verify every version of events. While police did not immediately treat any family members as suspects, they did acknowledge that these conflicting accounts complicated the reconstruction of that crucial window of time. Meanwhile, forensic specialists examined the Sullivan property inch by inch, testing soil samples, household items, and even nearby water sources. Yet, even with advanced technology and expert scrutiny, the mystery only deepened. Amid growing uncertainty, the Nova Scotia community refused to give up. Residents organized private search groups long after official efforts scaled back. Candlelight vigils lit up parks and churchyards as neighbors gathered to pray and hold on to hope. Posters of Lily and Jack appeared on storefronts, vehicles, and social media feeds nationwide. Local schools held awareness drives, and small businesses raised funds to support ongoing search initiatives. For many, this was no longer just a police investigation. It had become a collective mission to bring 2 innocent children home. Authorities later announced a $150,000 reward for any credible information leading to Lily and Jack's whereabouts. It was one of the largest rewards ever offered in a missing children's case in Nova Scotia. However, police also urged the public to remain cautious. The flood of misinformation online was beginning to hinder the investigation, as conspiracy theories and false claims diverted attention from legitimate leads. Investigators pleaded for patience, assuring the public that every credible tip was being thoroughly vetted and every possible angle explored. Months have now passed since Lilly and Jack Sullivan vanished, and the heartbreak still lingers. What began as a typical afternoon in a quiet rural home has evolved into one of the most haunting mysteries in recent Canadian memory. No one has been charged, no bodies have been found, and no definitive answers have emerged. Yet, for the people of Nova Scotia, hope has not died. Every candle lit, every search renewed, and every name spoken aloud is a reminder that somewhere, someone knows the truth. Until that truth is uncovered, the disappearance of Lilly and Jack remains an open wound, a story of two children who simply vanished in a community still waiting for answers.